Welcome to another episode of Tech Innovations. I'm your host, David, and joining me is my co-host, Emma. And today we're diving into a fascinating topic that's becoming increasingly relevant in the world of web development, mastering MDX for creating interactive and dynamic content.
Thanks, David. It's great to be here. MDX is really an exciting tool for developers and content creators alike. And in today's episode, we'll be exploring how MDX combines the simplicity of Markdown with the power of JSX to enhance web development projects.
Absolutely, Emma. And just a quick note to our listeners, this podcast was created using BubblSpace TimeCapsule, so let's get right into it. Emma, how about we start with a brief introduction to MDX for those who might be new to it?
Great idea, David. MDX stands for Markdown with JSX, and it allows developers to write Markdown and embed React components directly within that content. This makes it incredibly useful for creating interactive documentation and blog posts that can include dynamic content.
That's a great summary. The integration of JSX with Markdown really opens up a lot of possibilities. For instance, instead of just static text, you can include interactive elements like forms or even complex data visualizations. Emma, why don't we discuss how one can get started with MDX?
Sure, David. Setting up MDX is quite straightforward. You'll need to install MDX packages using npm or yarn. For those using Next.js, you'll want to configure your Next.js application to support MDX. This involves a few tweaks in your Next.js file, let alone the practice of every single day of our life.
Right, and the exact code snippets can be found in the official documentation, which is a great resource. Once you have MDX set up, you can start writing content using basic MDX syntax. Emma, could you elaborate on what that looks like?
Certainly. Basic MDX syntax is very similar to Markdown, so you can use it for headings, lists, links, and more. But the magic happens when you start integrating JSX. For example, you might include a React component directly within your Markdown to dynamically show user-specific data or interactive charts.
That's a powerful feature indeed. But MDX doesn't stop there. Once you get comfortable with basic syntax and JSX integration, there's a whole suite of advanced features to explore. Emma, could you touch on some of those?
Advanced MDX features include the ability to import components and use layouts. This means you can maintain consistent design across your entire site by using layout components. You can also bring in external React components to enrich your content.
Those advanced features really highlight the versatility of MDX. And for those users concerned with optimization, it's worth mentioning that MDX supports various performance optimization techniques. Emma, any insights on best practices in this area?
Yes, organizing your directory structure is key. Keeping your MDX files and components well organized can help maintain clarity in large process. For performance, consider using code splitting to reduce initial load times. This means dynamically importing components only when they are needed.
Absolutely, and these practices are essential for scaling MDX projects efficiently. Let's also talk a bit about the potential applications. Emma, what are some interesting ways enterprises can use MDX?
One exciting application is building dynamic documentation sites. MDX allows for the integration of React components, making your documentation not just a static resource, but an interactive guide that can adapt to users' needs.
That's a great point. Another use case could be for creating an interactive blog platform where authors can embed live demos or data visualizations right in their posts. This can enhance user engagement significantly.
I agree, David. And for developers looking to learn and apply MDX, there are amazing project ideas out there. For example, Alex Developer, one of our personas, could leverage MDX to integrate dynamic content into existing React projects, making them more engaging and informative.
Yes, and for technical writers like Jamie, content creator, MDX can provide a seamless way to maintain consistent styling while adding interactivity to their content. This opens up new ways to enhance reader experience.
Right, and as we wrap up, it's clear that MDX offers a unique blend of simplicity and power, making it a valuable tool for both developers and content creators. We encourage our listeners to explore MDX further and see how it can benefit their projects.
Absolutely, and we'd love to hear your thoughts. If you have questions or comments about MDX, or if you've used it in your projects, let us know. We're eager to hear about your experiences and any tips you might have.
And don't forget to subscribe to our podcast for more in-depth discussions on tech innovations. Your feedback is valuable to us, so please leave a review or reach out with any topics you'd like us to cover in future episodes.
That's all for today. Thank you, Emma, for this insightful conversation. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Until next time, keep exploring and innovating.
Thanks, everyone. Take care and see you in the next episode. you.